What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. There's been a surprising development in the saga going on between Teen Mom 2 former Teen Mom 2 star Jenelle Evans and her allegedly soon-to-be ex-husband David Eason. So it just came out last night that apparently on January 10th, Jenelle opted to drop the protective order that she had against David Eason that was supposed to keep him away both from herself and all of her children, Jace, Kaiser, and Ensley as well. And not only that, but this morning TMZ posted a photograph of the two of them together in Nashville, Tennessee with their daughter Angelina Jolie. This is an extremely serious development because of everything that Jenelle said to a judge in order to be granted this protective order in the first place. If you recall, Jenelle said that she was scared for her own and her children's well-being. She listed David's weapons, his stockpile of ammunition as reasons why, his shooting of the family dog as well. She said, and I quote, that David's threats had escalated against her. He had begun behaving erratically. There was even a time when he suspected her of having a boyfriend. It's not the one that she came out as having, but someone else. And let me quote what happened. Apparently this happened last February, where David allegedly accused Jenelle of cheating on him and sent a picture of the man that he thought that she was cheating on him with a text that read, and I quote, allegedly by the way, "This is your new boyfriend. I'm gonna break his neck and feed you his head. My goal in life is to make sure you regret leaving me like this," which is an extremely vile and psychotic text message to send someone. I don't believe that someone of sound mind would send a message like that to someone else, especially not the mother of their children. So Jenelle had been residing in Tennessee for the past couple of months while David stayed over in South Carolina. I think that the fact that this restraining order, personal protective order, was dropped gives a lot of credence to my theory that they never actually stopped communicating. I think that they were always in touch with one another, and that David eventually kind of wore her down to the point where she agreed to meet up with him in order for him to see his daughter Ensley. A source close to Jenelle is quoted as telling TMZ that that was the only reason why she decided to drop the order, was because she really wanted to make sure that Ensley was able to see her dad. But we've known Jenelle for like well over a decade at this point, and so one of the biggest defining characteristics of her is her vengefulness, her ability to hold a grudge and use her children as pawns. So I don't know that I 100% believe that this visit was solely in the best interest of Ensley. I think that David, probably more so than Jenelle, wanted to make this publicity move in order to get the headlines buzzing about them yet again. Currently, the headlines are on Kale and her alleged fourth pregnancy, second with baby daddy Chris, which means a lot of viewers are already ready to tune into the next season to see her storyline play out, which in turn means that Jenelle has a lot less bargaining power in order to get back on the show. So of course, the two of them need to stage a little something to get people's tongues wagging yet again. So here they are, conveniently spotted out in public with their daughter. I think that if this was a genuine thing, that the visitation would have been in private, not necessarily at Jenelle's home, of course, with her allegedly being a victim of domestic violence here, but somewhere private, like and neutral for the two of them, not like in a market where anyone could snap a photograph of them and have it leaked to TMZ so that the two of them could be talked about. If anything, I would say that the biggest surprise about David and Jenelle being spotted out together is what it means in terms of her position at MTV. I personally feel that this desperate attempt at regaining relevance shows you that they don't quite have the power that they once thought they did over at MTV, and that maybe, just maybe, they're going to continue to hold out on the two of them. So where can David and Jenelle go from here? My personal theory is, remember way back in the day when all of this nugget drama originally reared its ugly head and Jenelle was fired from Teen Mom 2, it was rumored that they would be on couples therapy or marriage boot camp on WeTV. But then WeTV shut that down. Apparently one of the biggest reasons why was because David would have to pass some kind of psychological evaluation, but he refused to sit down for it. Well, now the two of them seem to be quite desperate. David, in fact, was spotted allegedly selling his clothes at Plato's Closet for money. So I think that where they can go from here is back to WeTV, where they were originally rumored to be headed in the first place for marriage boot camp. I think that David will swallow his pride and take the psychological evaluation, and we just might see them over there. It has already been rumored for at least a week at this point that Jenelle and her most recent boyfriend had already broken up, and we already know that Jenelle can keep her legs closed for about as long as I can hold my breath. So don't be surprised to find out that these two are knocking boots behind the scenes. You guys, are you surprised to find out that Jenelle dropped her personal protective order against David, or that the two of them were spotted together in Nashville? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.